At 62, my mom had deep forehead lines that looked carved into her skin. Her jawline had softened and sagged. The skin on her neck looked crepey and thin. She'd spent years buying expensive anti-aging creams, retinol serums, peptide treatments, vitamin C formulas that cost more per ounce than perfume. Nothing worked. The wrinkles kept getting deeper. The sagging got worse. She was convinced that was just what happened after 60. Then she changed her morning routine. 6 simple steps. All DIY. Nothing expensive. Nothing complicated. 90 days later, her forehead lines were 50% less visible. Her jawline looked defined again. The crepey texture on her neck had smoothed out significantly. People started asking if she'd gotten work done. She hadn't. She just stopped relying on products that sit on the surface and started giving her skin what it actually needed to repair itself. Here's her exact 6-step morning routine. What each step does at the cellular level. Why it works when expensive creams fail. And the timeline of how her skin transformed over 3 months. These are simple, homemade solutions that take about 20 minutes total each morning. Before we get into the routine, you need to understand why her skin was aging so aggressively in the first place. She'd spent decades in the sun without sunscreen. Thought tanning made her look healthy. The UV damage had accumulated in her dermis for 40 years, breaking down collagen faster than her body could replace it. She was chronically dehydrated. Coffee all day, barely any water. Your skin is 70% water. When your body doesn't have adequate hydration, it prioritizes vital organs. The skin gets whatever's left, which is often not enough for proper repair. Her skin barrier was destroyed from years of harsh soaps. She used dish soap on her face sometimes because it was convenient. This stripped away the protective lipid layer, causing constant inflammation and moisture loss. Her collagen production was basically zero. She ate very little protein. No vitamin C intake. Collagen synthesis requires specific amino acids and vitamin C as cofactors. Without these, your body physically cannot build new collagen regardless of what you put on your skin topically. The expensive creams she bought couldn't fix any of these root problems. Creams can't hydrate your body from the inside. They can't provide the amino acids your fibroblasts need to make collagen. They can't repair years of sun damage alone. She needed an approach that addressed the actual causes of her aging, not just the surface symptoms. That's what this DIY routine does. It tackles hydration, collagen synthesis, mechanical stimulation, barrier repair, and sun protection simultaneously. The first thing she does, 30 minutes before anything else, is drink warm lemon water. She squeezes half a fresh lemon into a cup of warm water. Drinks it slowly on an empty stomach. The vitamin C from the lemon provides a cofactor that her body needs for collagen synthesis. The water rehydrates her body after 8 hours of sleep. Lemon also stimulates liver function, helping clear toxins that create inflammation in the skin. Within the first week, her skin looked less puffy in the mornings. By week 2, her skin tone looked more even. 30 minutes after the lemon water, she makes a collagen-boosting smoothie. 1 cup of cooled homemade bone broth, 1 cup of mixed berries, half a banana. She blends it until smooth. The bone broth provides glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. These are the 3 amino acids that form the structural backbone of every collagen molecule. The berries provide additional vitamin C and antioxidants that protect the collagen building process. By week 3, her skin texture had noticeably improved. It looked plumper. Fine lines around her eyes started softening. After the smoothie, she applies a DIY vitamin C serum to clean damp skin. She mixes a 1/4 teaspoon of ascorbic acid powder with 1 tablespoon of distilled water in a small dark glass bottle. Makes a fresh batch every 3 days. She applies this to her face, neck, and hands. Lets it sit for 5 minutes. Topical vitamin C concentrates directly in skin tissue at levels much higher than oral vitamin C can achieve. This triggers fibroblasts to increase collagen production. It also inhibits melanin production, which fades age spots. By week 6, the dark spots on her cheeks and forehead had lightened significantly. The 4th step is a 5-minute face massage with a homemade oil blend. She mixes 2 parts rosehip oil with 1 part castor oil, puts a few drops on her fingertips, and massages her face using upward strokes, starting at the jawline, moving up to the temples, from the cheeks up to the hairline, along the brow bone moving outward. This mechanical stimulation activates fibroblasts. When these cells experience pressure and stretching, they increase collagen synthesis. The massage also increases blood flow and moves lymphatic fluid, reducing puffiness. By week 8, her jawline had visibly lifted. The jowls that had started forming were less pronounced. The 5th step is gua sha with a DIY hydrating mist. She brews strong green tea, lets it cool, and puts it in a spray bottle. Keeps it in the fridge for up to 5 days. Before using the gua sha stone, she sprays her face with the green tea. Green tea contains EGCG, a compound that protects collagen from enzymatic breakdown and reduces inflammation. She uses the gua sha stone with firm pressure, following the same upward pattern as the massage. The stone creates deeper mechanical stimulation than fingers can. The scraping motion moves stagnant lymph fluid. This step had the most dramatic impact on her forehead lines. By week 10, the deep horizontal creases were noticeably less pronounced. The final step is sun protection. She makes a simple zinc oxide sunscreen using zinc oxide powder, coconut oil, and shea butter. Applies it to any skin that will see sun exposure. UV radiation breaks down collagen and creates free radicals that accelerate cellular aging. By protecting her skin from new damage while the repair processes were running, she created conditions where improvement could actually accumulate. The changes didn't happen overnight. This is what the progression looked like. During the first week, her skin felt different before it looked different. It felt more hydrated and less tight. The morning puffiness in her face decreased noticeably. These were signs that inflammation was dropping and hydration was improving. Between weeks 2 and 4, texture changes became visible. Her skin looked smoother overall. The small bumps and rough patches on her forehead and cheeks diminished. Fine lines around her eyes started to soften. This is when the increased collagen production began showing external results. New collagen was filling in the minor gaps in her dermal structure. Between weeks 4 and 8, the deeper changes became obvious. The forehead lines that had been deeply etched for years started looking less pronounced. Her jawline became more defined. The skin on her neck looked less crepey and thinner. Friends started commenting that she looked rested, that something was different, but they couldn't pinpoint what. By week 12, the transformation was complete. Her forehead lines were about 50% less visible than when she started. Her jawline had lifted significantly. The age spots on her cheeks had faded to the point where makeup covered them completely. She looked at least 10 years younger than she had 90 days prior. The key was consistency. She didn't skip days. She did all 6 steps every single morning. The compound effect of addressing hydration, nutrition, mechanical stimulation, and protection simultaneously created results that no single intervention could achieve alone. 2 years later, she still does this exact routine every morning. Her skin has maintained the improvements and continues to slowly get better. The fundamental difference between this routine and the expensive creams is that this approach is active, not passive. Creams sit on the surface. They can't hydrate your body from the inside. They can't provide the amino acids your fibroblasts need. They can't create mechanical stimulation that triggers cellular repair. This routine attacks aging from multiple angles simultaneously. The lemon water and smoothie provide internal nutrition. The vitamin C serum delivers concentrated ingredients directly to tissue. The massage and gua sha create mechanical signals that activate repair mechanisms. The sun protection prevents new damage. Each step supports the others. The hydration makes the massage more effective. The amino acids make the mechanical stimulation more productive. The sun protection prevents everything from being undone. She was spending $300 per month on creams. This routine costs $30 per month. It's sustainable long term. She doesn't need to keep buying new miracle products. This becomes a permanent habit. So that's the exact 6-step morning routine that reversed my mom's deep wrinkles in 90 days. If this showed you that even severe aging can be addressed with simple DIY methods that cost almost nothing, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe if you want more of these practical routines that tackle the root causes of aging instead of just covering up symptoms. Share this with anyone who's spending hundreds on creams and not seeing results. There's a good chance they need to switch from passive topical treatments to active internal and mechanical approaches. Drop a comment if you want me to break down any specific step in more detail. Or if you want to see the routine she does at night, which focuses more on repair and recovery. My mom proved that your age doesn't determine how your skin looks. What you do consistently every day determines that. And those daily actions don't need to be expensive or complicated. Now go make that lemon water and start your own transformation.